off season. It's episode 4. I got a special guest with me today. This right here is probably, in my own opinion, the best promoter in the state of Mississippi. She's ride or die. She from Terry, Mississippi. This is like my sister, man. No other than the Queen, Formeika Bryant. Yeah. Formeika, how did you get into racing? You know, there's a lot of women that's not really into racing at all. Like, they don't know anything about it. But you know so much, and you know everybody knows you. You're worldwide. Mm-hmm. So, you know, how did you kind of get into racing from the standpoint?
Well, I got into racing. I'm the only child that my daddy has. Mm-hmm. And growing up, my Uncle Bobby, your dad, they were at our house. We were at their house. And we kind of started from there. Yeah. Yeah, they street raced. They raced and it stuck with me.
Oh, yeah.
I wasn't into playing with the dolls. I was into doing whatever my dad and them did. That's what I wanted to do.
Yeah, I tell everybody all the time, like, Terry really like a racing city. Like, everybody that's from Terry, they race, they badass. Yeah. Like, all right, so Formeika, it's a new year. It's 2024. Yes. I know I'm coming back out, and I'm gonna stand on business. Yes. I'm ready to race. I know I had a suck 2023 season, but you know we always might have said that for a major comeback. So for 2024, what do you got planned for us for this year? What can we expect?
Well, a lot of things that I'm trying to do and I'm going to do for 24. Starting out, me and Mo Jeezy, Fat Tuesday race, US 90 Mobile. Then we got me and Wick, March 17th, Holly Springs. And me and Mo again, March 24th, the new opening date of the new Prentice.
Of New Prentice.
Finish Line Drag Strip.
I'm ready for that too.
So excited. And me, Mo, Tarnell, Scott, and Dwayne, we're doing a show in Steele, Alabama, May 17th and 18th. Okay. And so, come on. Skipping around.
Skipping around a little bit, yeah. Because I know you real big on like local stuff and everything like that. And I know it's been kind of hard with like the tracks, you know, doing their upgrades and stuff to do that. So, but like, you know me, I like to travel and I love stay at home too. So it's good because I like to kind of mix it up. Like I'll be at home some weekends I might go out of town, support some folks, everything like that. And it's just fun to be able to do that mixture and everything.
It is, you know, I tell people all the time, in order to be a good promoter, you have to be a supporter.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And you know, sometimes you don't get that same love back from other people out of town that you support, but you gotta do what you gotta do.
You gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta kind of reach out, you know, people that just know me and be wanting me to come to different tracks out of town. I'm like, man, that's a drive. I can really go right down the street to Prentice and race the same day or whatever like that. And people, you know, they steady asking me. So it just be, you know, at one time you might just gotta go, hey, I'm gonna take you up on your offer and come on and race. And go out there and have a good time.
And then think about the people you meet, people.
Networking, that's one thing I love. That's why, you know, I got everything else going because I like to network and stuff.
Exactly.
And so, But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm trying to make all of them.
I can't wait to see you come back.
Oh yeah, I'm coming back for revenge for sure. So let's talk about a little bit on 2023. You know, obviously for me, it was just a rough year for me. Not only with racing wise, but 2023 I did lose like my grandfather on my mom's side and then my grandmother right a couple of days for my birthday on my dad's side and everything like that. So it was kind of tough on taking deaths. And not only, you know, with my person, you know, my family, everything, as we lost some racers that was, you know, 100% supporters and, you know, just, in my opinion, some GOATs. Like, they are some legends in their own self. You know, we had George and we lost Polecat. And, you know, in my own personal story real quick, as I know, I remember Patrick, I think it was at your race. This was actually, I think 22 when they was talking about it. Patrick was down there, I wasn't there, and he was saying that Polecat was saying, hey, how did JT cut them lights so good? And that boy, you know, he just jumped right in the race car, was doing good. And I remember Patrick telling me about that or whatever like that, and that was cool. And then I think at Battlefield one time, he came and he was talking to my dad for a little while. My dad didn't know who he was. I'm just gonna be honest, but he was sitting there talking to my dad for a while. He was like, "Oh yeah, that's Terrence." Yeah, I was like, "Yeah." So I know Polecat was that one thing I know that he liked me. He noticed and respected my racing program as much as I respect Polecat, because that's a bad MF for sure. And then of course George, everybody knows George was you never seen him without a smile. Right. And his call always, people used to get on him hard or whatever like that, but he took it like a G, and he went out there and kicked their ass right afterwards. So, and I know you were way more closer to George and Polecat than I was, and for them to come to, I don't think if they missed a show, it was something, they wasn't at no other show. If they missed the show, it was something they had else going on with family they couldn't go to. So, how did that make you feel, everything, knowing that they, tragically lost their lives?
Well, one thing that people don't understand is in this racing game, people become family.
For real.
And like you spoke on, they did not miss a show.
I don't think they missed not one show.
George missed one show for his son's birthday. And he called so much, he might as well have been there. Polecat didn't miss a show. Even if his car was messed up, he came. And both of those individuals, they were at my show on Sundays and passed away the next day or the day after. And I did not take those deaths too good.
Oh yeah, no.
But I still keep in touch with their families. I actually talked to George's mama Friday. And I talked to Polecat wife and son. Of course, he still comes to bring the car.
Still racing, still
doing it. Still keeping that name alive. Yeah. And it was rough.
It was rough on me too.
It was.
Yeah. George, Polecat, we love y'all. I know y'all in heaven racing each other right now. I see she got the cup and everything.
It goes everywhere I go.
Oh yeah.
Everywhere I go, the cup goes.
Know y'all racing in heaven. Y'all know y'all racing at the track that got in heaven for sure. So y'all keep the track hot for us, bro. So and we love y'all, and we gonna keep racing in honor of y'all in the state of Mississippi. We got these upgrades because of y'all. Y'all the ones that came to the track, supported, brought folks, fans, spectators come see y'all, and y'all got to where now we can be able to race on these new surfaces. Speaking of the new surfaces and everything, like I've been saying on the past couple episodes that we got Prince, which is like basically your track. I say they getting their upgrades, and they've been doing that for a good little minute, taking time. They got all new concrete surface, and they're getting a new concrete guardrails as well.
Concrete barriers.
That's good. And then we got Cannon getting their upgrades, and people know how long they've been saying that supposed to happen. That was rumored for a while, and they finally got it. So I'm really, really happy about that. What are your opinions, and how do you feel on the new upgrades coming?
Well, it's no secret. I'm not really a radio track promoter.
Yeah.
But some of my brothers that's in my race group, their cars are radios. Yeah. So, I travel out of town with them to support them. But I love my slick tracks. Oh yeah. I love slick tracks. I liked, even though that was not up to par in some people's, opinion, to me, I had the most fun when they were not all the way up to par. And I'm just being real. Yeah. I'm excited about the upgrades. I am, but I really do hope Canton don't make it all the way radio. Yeah. I hope they still be radio and slick. Yeah, like a radio slick. Yeah, because if you go all radio, a lot of cars in Mississippi are not radio. Yeah, a lot of them. And I just feel like we'll lose our bank robbers and our no prep guys, because a lot of them don't race on radio. Yeah, I said the same thing. But I just feel like if they keep it radio and slick, they're gonna be all right. Oh yeah. Yeah, I said, I think it was even my first or second episode, I was like, Mississippi, we have some of the baddest no prep racers in the world. Like, I don't know prep race, but I keep up with them because I love racing. Exactly. And bank robber and Brock and Luke, Justin Reed, you got the 601 Mafia, DD, all of them, they all go out of town, they win. Right. And so street racing, no prep racing, whatever it is. And so, our tracks,
around here, like I was saying, that they're not, they're not terrible. They're not like terrible tracks. So they can go from their no prep setup straight to our tracks and don't have to change anything. So, if they come to a radio prep track, they have to start changing stuff. Are they willing to make changes for that? Even though they might have, because they race like mud. So they may be here. I know Brock was at 3 tracks in 3 different days one time, so it's Brock.
And then guess what else he did? He was at 3 tracks, 3 different days, and still, he called me and he was like, I'm on my way from Illinois, but I'm coming to your shootout in Byron. And when he made it there, I was starting the driver's meeting at 9, Brock pulled up at 8:50. Yeah. That's dedication.
That's what I'm saying.
That's support.
Yeah.
That's love.
That's super love right there.
That's love.
So,
and he was so tired.
I know.
And he got out there, he made it do it.
And the thing about it, because where he was going, he didn't have to change his setup.
That's right.
So now with, if we can go full radio blown, our guys like Rock and them are going to change their car and set up to a radio. Because I run both. I don't run radios and slicks. I try to go back and forth.
Right.
And it's not real easy, especially if you want to be super duper competitive on the radio. That all you're really doing is just changing your tires. Some folks change their anti-squat bar or whatever like that, and change the tire pressure and whatever like that, and they good to go. But if you want to be super competitive, some people do converter changes, some people do shock changes. That stuff takes a lot. And once you said he came in from Illinois at 8:50 and the shootout started at 9, he don't have enough time to do all that.
No.
So, and y'all know how you is. If you say 9 o'clock, you mean 9 o'clock. So, and are they willing to be able to do that is my biggest thing, and will they be able to continue to support? Which I feel like, regardless, we gonna support them whatever they do.
Exactly.
Not knocking nobody in the head.
Exactly.
So
I'm actually happy for Ken. To be honest,
yes, for sure.
I am. It's like since Mr. Junkyard got older, and he's not able to do, run it like he used to, and his son is taking over, and I was just really happy that Junior stepped up and he listened. Same as Howard and Miss Harrison. Apprentice, they listen to the promoters and they listen to the races.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And so when you got tracks that do that, you gotta support them.
You got to.
Yeah.
Like I was telling Patrick, I was like, man, back in the day, it came.
Ooh.
We
would go to the track and sneak in the club.
Yep. We would do everything. Ken was, even when my pop used to be on the race. So it's not like Ken used to do.
Him and Bullet works every week.
Every week.
I
was telling had the whole state down, man.
Yes.
So that was, I know Ken, that's how I just was raised at Ken. Ken and Hattiesburg was 2 how I was raised at. I just started coming. I've been knowing the Apprentice for a while, but I just started really coming to Apprentice maybe probably when Howard took over and when I really started paying attention to Apprentice and knowing a little bit about the track.
Well, me and Robert actually knew about Apprentice, the guys that had it before Howard, and they reached out to us and wanted us to have a show, and I never forget it. They were like, well, we got this amount of security, this and that, and me and Robert was like, might want to get a little more security. And people were in line for 3 hours.
That's how it goes. One thing, Apprentice gonna pack it out. Every time, I only been to Apprentice, I may have been to Apprentice 3 times. Yeah. But every time I went, it's packed. I'm talking about packed. And I like Apprentice setup. Like I told Patrick yesterday, it's almost set up like a stadium because like the pits is kind of higher than the track. So like when you go to the fence or whatever like that, you're looking down onto the track, and it's just so cool. It's like the atmosphere in Apprentice is just everybody always happy. If somebody mad out there, they hate it. It really is. You have fun out there. People come out there and support. They just be chilling. I love Apprentice for sure. All right, so like I said earlier, I feel like you're the top promoter in Mississippi, like hands down. There's nobody, there's nobody else out there that can bring a crowd and show racers and fans some love and support like you do. So I may be wrong, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I remember, I think your first race you did was with Robert at Canton, I think so, and I remember hearing about that race and how many cars and stuff it was and all that type of stuff there. What was that, 2019? 2019. And then and you still going on. I mean, this would be 5 years strong, 4 years, 5 years strong going. So how? Actually,
not promoting, but started just recording Team Viagra videos.
Oh yeah, I do remember that. I remember that.
And talking smack, and like I would talk so much shit, and it's like it went from there, and then we started doing the live feeds.
I remember the live feeds.
On
live feeds,
and it just went from there.
Yeah,
it just went from there.
All right. So from the first like actual promoting a race or throwing a race at the track, from the first one back in Canton to your next one that's coming up, you know, what all has changed? What all have you learned? And do you think, you know, how do you feel on promoting versus how it was then? And what's the difference in it now, if it's any difference?
Well, I will say this. When you learn the business, it helps a whole lot. Because as a promoter, you have to realize if you don't have the spectator count, you still have to pay your races. That means that money that you want to do something else with, sometimes you got to use it. And I always have been the promoter that my races are going to get paid if I don't. And I stuck with that, and I still do that. And sometimes we take a loss, see people don't see that part. They too busy pocket watching, thinking that, oh, she make money, she don't got to work. You don't know what comes behind it. You have to be dedicated. You know, I'm on Facebook promoting while I'm at work, while I'm at the doctor's office, while I'm, you know, doing everything. So you really have to be dedicated. So, yeah, the business has changed a lot. It has. But you just have to stick to what you know. And what I know is making sure my races and my spectators are happy. Oh, yeah. They're going to always come first.
Yeah, like my dad always say that the spectators, you know, you get your spectators out, them the ones that they supposed to be able to pay your races.
Exactly.
But they got to come out or whatever like that. And if they, you know, the spectators don't show out, you know, your races still got to get paid.
That's right.
So, you know, you got to come out with it however way you got it. So you don't got the money to pay your races before you even book your date to be able to race. You don't need to be booking the race.
Exactly.
So, and I've always, you know, I've been a promoter and stuff too.
Right.
And that's the way I've always done it. Now I may put stipulations on it. I don't know, you know, you put your, you know, 10 car, 8 car minimum or whatever like that, and you don't get your car count, my race is still gonna get paid. Right. They drove. You know, it may not be if I'm
from. That's me. If I'm 1 or 2 cars off, I'll still pay.
Oh yeah. Like if it's 10 and it's 8 here, we paying.
Right, exactly.
You know? But if it's, I say 10 car minimum, it's 4 cars here, I gotta cut it down. And then usually I don't even cut it. I don't go like they say, all right, if it's 10 cars, it's 4, and that should be 40% of what I'm paying. No, I don't do that. If it's paying $3,000, I may still give out $2,000. I may still give out $1,500 or whatever that is, because y'all came out here and y'all supported. Because Earl Forrest, he said this one time. He said, "Don't hurt the people that came to support you." So why would you break? They came to run for $3,000 or whatever like that. Why would you have them drive all the way over here?
That's right.
Even though it ain't their fault that you don't have the car count, so you still got to pay them a good sum of money to be able to, you know, for supporting you and showing you that, because they ain't come, you know, they ain't come all the way over here.
And then I look at it like this also. You guys are putting your life in danger, supporting me, making sure the show is successful. Yes, I'm promoting, but y'all doing the work. So I feel like I owe that to my races. You know, I'm not getting no car. Well, I have, but I'm not. But, you know, I just feel like as a promoter, sometimes you have to move self out of the way and focus on the real reason, which is the races and spectators. Without y'all, it's no us.
Speaking on what you're saying, like, you know, you had been in the car. Have you ever thought about racing yourself, driving, or having a race car?
I have, but my family does not. I would probably be a parchman or was a yeah.
I can see you in one.
I'm a little competitive.
Yeah, I can see you in one though. I think you need to get you a little small block 28.
Listen, sorry, Enterprise. I had a Jeep from Enterprise. One like that, but it had like a suit thing that I rented. And this girl was at the track, and her father-in-law walked up and said, "Queen, race my daughter-in-law on this truck." And I was like, looked at that truck, I was like, "You sure?" Yeah. I didn't want to do it, but then she started talking crap.
Oh Lord.
Let's just say I won the race.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's what's up. All right, so is there anything that you can kind of want to get off your chest, or something that you want to, a topic that you want to speak on for the podcast on this off season and the upcoming season and everything, or racing in general?
Yes. Being a female promoter,
That's a good one.
I wish people would realize the job that I do, I have to socialize with men.
Mm-hmm.
Just because I socialize with men in a so-called all men sport, that does not mean you have to sleep with them. You can be friends with guys and don't sleep with them. They just love me because what I do for them in the racing. If they call me on the phone, we're talking about racing.
Yep.
If I see them at the track, we're talking about racing. Now we're gonna talk about other stuff, but nothing, So I wish women would stop placing judgment on me and don't know me. And when I was doing this, somebody told me this. If you don't have no haters now, wait till you blow up. And I've had friends who I thought were good friends. When I was Formeika, we were the best of friends. When I became the queen of racing, split up. But actually, they did me a favor. So, I just want to say to the ones that do support me and know me and really know me as a person, I thank you for supporting me, inboxing me, encouraging stuff. But if you thought that you were going to stop something, you actually made it better.
There you go.
So I thank you to my haters, to people that don't like me for whatever reason. Until God tells me to stop, I'm going to keep going.
Keep on pushing.
That's about pretty much it.
As you should.
Yeah.
All right, this is going to be episode number 4. We thank the queen, the greatest, the GOAT, for being on the episode. I told him when I started this podcast, I was like, I got to go on. I want to have best of the best. So
I'm going to tell you something. I got to love you because somebody asked to do this with me last year and I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't. It's family. Family gonna always come first. That's how we were raised, and that's how it's gotta continue to be. Now, all my brothers that I raced with and called brothers, we ain't gonna agree all the time. No. But guess what? It'll never make Facebook. You'll never know it. So
we'll argue at the track. We'll have some disagreements or whatever like that. We may look like we just hate each other, but that's never the case. The only reason why we argue and butt heads sometimes so much is because we love it. So we love it so hard.
Yeah. So don't touch him now.
Oh yeah, nah. If we're arguing and somebody come over there and touch me from her crew or whatever like that, she gonna tell them to stop. Like no, we cool. You know what I'm saying? So, but that's just because we love the sport of racing. I argue with my pops and them all the time. I make it where I just want to leave. But that's just because we love racing. We're going to agree to disagree. And, at the end of the day, once we go home and sleep it all off and wake up the next morning, I'm back cool. I'm back to how it was.
I love you. If you need me, but it never makes Facebook. Because that's not what we do.
Nope. We don't do that. So.
And I'm proud of you.
I
can't wait to see Little Fugitive out.
Oh, yeah. I'm coming out.
I want you to be Kate.
Yeah. I want you to out there. Kate. 2024, bro. It's me and you, bro. I got a lot of respect for you. You, in my opinion, grudge racer of the year for this past year, and the year before that. But, Lil Ford got to see me, man. Lil Ford got to see me, for sure. So y'all come on and tell that. You can put that on Facebook. And we out.
Peace.